Thank you for tuning in. This is Wanda and this is Diaspora Connect and or From Babylon to the Promised Land, which is my backup channel. Thank you to all my faithful subscribers. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for your viewership. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. I am Wanda and I repatriated from America to Salaam, Tanzania 2 years and 3 months ago. So I am living in Africa, in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and thank you for tuning into my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up. And so I can get this video in circulation. Yeah, so I'm still trying to get monetized. Haven't I got monetized yet, but I'm still hanging in there, y'all. I'm going to keep doing videos. I'm going to keep pushing, y'all. So anyway, I am coming to you today, which is Sunday, in the beautiful Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, which is paradise. I did a video earlier and I walked around the neighborhood, so I wanted to show you around the way the neighborhood looks, and it's beautiful. It's very hot today, very hot. I'm still sweating. I have my fan going up there, but it's very hot. So, but I did want to do this video for you, and I wanted to touch on the 3 main obstacles that we face living in Africa. The 3 main obstacles that you may face living in Africa, and this is what we face. The ones who are living here, the ones who have repatriated here, the ones that have been here for a while, we face these 3 obstacles, and I wanted to discuss those with you so you can prepare your heart and mind if you are deciding to come back home to Mama Africa, to repatriate. These are the 3 things that you should consider, or the 3 obstacles that you need to consider before you decide to repatriate here. Okay, so number 1, immigration. Immigration is one of the major obstacles that we faced as diaspora coming from the West to repatriate to other countries. Specifically, I'm talking Africa and Tanzania and Zambia. I'm discussing those 2 because I'm currently in Tanzania and I've been here for 2 years, and then okay, so I was talking about, I was cut off. My phone just froze. So this is, okay. So I talked about immigration issues that we face throughout the continent of Africa. This is universal. It doesn't matter which country that you go to, whether it's any of the 54 countries and other countries as well. You're going to have immigration issues with that blue. Talking about specifically those with the blue passport, the U.S. passport the ones who hold the U.S. passport, you're going to have immigration issues no matter where you go. Always come into the country on a tourist visa, a visitor's visa. After you do that, then you have time to think about what type of visa you want, whether it's a work permit, whether it's residency, whether it's a retirement / income-based visa. Based on your situation and what you want to do in that country, whether you want to create a business, a foreign company, invest in a company, a business, whatever. So immigration, you have to research, contact someone who has boots on the ground, who is living here. Everyone's situation is going to be different, but just do research and find out which visas may apply to you so you can stay permanently. Because coming in on a tourist visa, that's just to visit. Tanzania has the 90-day tourist visa with the U.S. passport, and then Zambia has 90 days, but you have to do 30 at a time. So when you first come into Zambia on your U.S. passport, you get 30 days, then 30, then 30. You have to keep going back to immigration every month for 90 days. So, but Tanzania, you come in, for the most part, you get 90 days off the rip with the U.S. passport. So immigration is the first obstacle. So like I said, I'm going to repeat 3 main obstacles that we face living in Africa. Immigration obstacles or issues, that's 1. 2, trust issues or trust concerns. It's difficult to trust people. As you have heard throughout the continent, there have been lies being told, deception, deceit, everything going on with people trying to take money from the diaspora. So you have to be wise. It's difficult to figure out who to trust, and that could be an obstacle. Just have that in the front of your mind when you decide you want to repatriate to Mama Africa, come back home to the continent. You're going to have trust issues because you don't know who to trust. People say they're attorneys. People say that you can buy this land, it's theirs, and this and that, and you have to know who to trust. So don't rush into buying land. Don't rush into creating businesses. Take your time to think pray, search, look around, talk to different people, have enough time the way you can process before you make a major financial purchase here, whether it's buying land, whether it's creating a business. Now in Zambia and Tanzania, foreigners cannot buy land, so you have to be an investor by creating a business and or investing in a local company and or whatever company here. So you have to do that first, and then you can buy land under your business. So just keep that in mind. The third obstacle is safety. Safety is the third obstacle that you must consider. So all three of these obstacles you should have in the forefront of your mind. If you are in the West and you're considering moving back to Mama Africa, these things will impact you and affect you. So just have them in the front of your mind and don't be taken back or off guard. Or if you see these things happening, they happen regularly here. This is common here. Okay, so immigration issues, you're going to experience that because you're a foreigner here. Trust issues, you cannot trust everyone. And then finally, safety issues. You have to know if you want to stay here, you have to look and search what area will be ideal, the safest area for you, because you as a foreigner could be a target. You don't speak the language, especially in Tanzania, and or if you dress like Western style, you could be a target. And if they hear you speak English, Mzungu language, then you can be a target, and that you'll be overcharged and overpriced and everything. So safety is a concern, in that you don't want to be a target. So make sure that wherever you decide to rent, that you look in the area, make sure you have some type of security, make sure you have a compound wall, make sure you have a groundsman or something there versus just you by yourself. And especially not coming to a foreign country and living out in a deserted area all by yourself. That wouldn't be the ideal thing to do initially. When you first come to visit, it's different. You're new here, but as you get comfortable here, you can move out a little bit, but still always keep that in mind, that you are a target because you speak English and you are a foreigner, especially if you dress like it. If you don't assimilate, you will stand out like a sore thumb in whatever country you go to. So 3 main obstacles that we face living in Africa. 1, immigration. 2, cannot trust everyone. 3, safety. Those 3 things should be in the forefront of your mind. So make sure that if you are interested in repatriating back to Mama Africa, that you keep these 3 things in the front of your mind and work through these things. And they're very, very important, because even now, I've been here 2 years and a couple of months, and I'm still seeing this and even experiencing this to some extent or another. It's very difficult when you do business on the continent, extremely difficult when you make large purchases, buying land, investing in businesses, making sure they get registered correctly, because you're depending on others to tell you the price and trusting that they are really who they say they are, and that's difficult. So you must pray, you must ask around, don't be hasty, don't rush into anything, don't be so quick to give away your money, your resources, what you have been blessed with, diaspora. So yes, we're coming from Babylon, and it's the Babylonian system, but we've been blessed through that system, education-wise and resource-wise. So keep that in mind and guard your resources, okay? Because no one's rich here. We're all, trying to make it. And so just keep that in your mind. It's always good to try to budget when you get in that country, find out what the currency is, and try to budget and as much as you can, because you'll be paying extra for certain things because of who you are. And just always keep in mind that if you want to repatriate to the motherland, to the continent, until you get a passport, you're going to be a foreigner in whatever country you decide that you want to visit, repatriate to, etc. So you don't have any rights. As a foreigner, you don't have any rights. You only have rights if you have a passport. If you are on a work permit, if you are on a residency permit, you don't have rights. You just have rights to be in this country, but you don't have rights in this country. So if you get robbed or taken or scammed or whatever, you're just out of your money, okay? So understand that you have no rights as a foreigner. You have no rights on the continent, and that's in all 54 countries until you get a passport. You'll be privy to the benefits and citizenship, but up till then, you're on a permit that's not giving you rights. It's just allowing you to stay in that particular country, okay? So I just wanted to do this video and touch on the three main obstacles that we face living in Africa. And even to this day, the realization of this is coming more and more to me. It's becoming more and more clear to me. But it's still not as bad as the West. It's still a beautiful place. You just have to have these things in your mind to plan accordingly, and just to make sure that you guard your resources, guard your life, protect your trust, pray, make wise financial decisions, and don't take it lightly if you're overcharged. You must stand for what is right and just walk away. Not saying make a big deal about it. You can discuss it, and if you're not getting anywhere, just walk away. You can always keep your money and go to someone else. Always remember, you can keep your money and go find someone else. You don't have to give your money to people you don't trust, and especially in areas that you decide that you want to rent. Make sure those areas have security, some kind of, it'd be nice in Tanzania if you live around the peninsula, because a lot of those areas are international areas. Now, if you move further inland, away from the peninsula, it's more local, and you could be in a situation where your safety could be at stake, and that you can get robbed, you can be a target. So I would say try to stay more around diaspora or more around international areas. You can move in a little bit, but just even in local areas, but just make sure you have some kind of compound wall, some kind of security, some kind of groundsman or something, instead of you being like all alone as a foreigner. Okay, just remember, the police do not work all night like in the West. They work business hours. So if something happens to you at night, you have to wait until business hours to go talk to the police about your situation. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Immigration, trust, and safety. Okay, so I wanted to do this video. This was on my heart and my mind that I want to share with my diaspora. My channel is Diaspora Connect Tanzania. It's all about assisting the diaspora to come back home and repatriate to Mama Africa and or visit. I do travel consultations. I do business consultations because I did create a business. So I provide advice and guidance, right? So even updated information that I feel like would help those who are in the West and want to come back to Mama Africa, repatriate and or visit. I provide information that will help them in their decision making of which country would be ideal for them to repatriate to, based on their laws and the political climate and just the immigration issues, everything. You have to consider all that when you are wanting to repatriate from the West to Africa, Mama Africa, okay? So anyway, I'm going to end this video. I had to do another part because the first video I started got cut off, but now I know how to edit and add together, so we'll see how it turns out. So thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up. Still not monetized, but I'm working on it, y'all. I'm pushing forward, hey. And so if you would like to donate to me, I accept donations. I have Cashapp. I will put the information in the drop down description box. And I have a land and building project. I want to do a land and building project in, I was saying Tanzania, I switched to Zambia, now I'm back. I want to do a land and building project actually in both countries, so I can have a place to come back and forth in both countries. So if you would donate, I would appreciate it. If you are blessed by this information and you want to contribute and help me to stay even longer on the continent, bless your sister. I accept donations. Thank you so much. My Cash App is $WandaHandfordJoiner, capital WHJ for all three names, WandaHandfordJoiner, $. If you want to bless me, and also through my land and building project that I will put in the description box. I am going to build, y'all. I'm going to build on the continent somewhere. I'm not going to get discouraged because it's hard to trust just when I feel like I have a person or I trust this process and this, something comes up where I see a red flag and I have to change it. That's why I keep changing back and forth as to which place I want to build in, because I want to make sure that the resources that I provide to them, that they go to good use, and it goes to what we're here to do, to plant, to build, to buy. You know, I want to make sure. So it's kind of difficult. And for me, I don't have a lot of resources, but when I get them, I want to make sure that they go into good ground, and I don't want someone to take my money, and I'm trying to make it here. So that's why I'm taking my time, and I'm really thinking through where I want to do my land and building project, and what area, what location for safety. I'm considering all that, trust issues, safety issues, immigration issues. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I want to provide that information to you. Thank you for tuning into Diaspora Connect, And I'm going to do upload another video in the next couple of days. Whenever I think of information that is helpful or beneficial to the diaspora, I will provide that at that time. Please subscribe to my backup channel. It's called From Babylon to the Promised Land. Please, please, please. I'll probably put the link in the description box. But that one is more of a personal channel where I do like prayer, and I might read a couple of scriptures, do to some music, and just show more of a spiritual part of my life. It's more of a spiritual journey that I'm on as well, and I'll show more of that on From Babylon to the Promised Land. So please subscribe to that one too. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will do another video, upload one in the next couple of days. So I want to say Salaam, peace, family, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, shalom.